Hello and welcome to Let Me Be Your Game Guide, a podcast that spends each episode delving into a mystical new video game, exploring its charms and challenges, and helping you decide if it should be next on your list. I'm your host, Emma.
This is Rylan.
Join us for this week's discussion episode as we escape reality and enter the metaphysical. For the remainder of this episode, let me be your game guide. Just going crazy over there. Welcome to the episode.
Crazy.
Well,
welcome.
Yeah, welcome to the episode. Sean is still not here.
Nope.
But we do have a special guest.
I don't like it.
His name is Bart Harley Jarvis.
He's horrible.
If anyone's watched, I think you should leave. That's on one. There's like a baby named that, and I think it's funny.
I think Bart Harley Jarvis should leave. I'm gonna try to throw a flinger at it.
Oh my god. It's like this like cherub
grotesque,
angel baby that
horrible.
I bought. It's been sitting on my bedside table for like over a year. He's my guardian angel.
Have you had better sleep since he left?
No, actually, I have had some terrible nightmares.
Well, you should put him back in your room. I don't want to see him anymore.
Yeah, we'll post a picture of Bart Harley in the Instagram so you can see what we're talking about. But he's sitting in Sean's chair. We've set up the mic next to him in case he has anything to say. But yeah, so we're back again talking about Artis Impact.
It's like a carbon monoxide leak in our house. In your house, we need Sean back.
Yeah.
Sean, please.
Yeah, Sean keeps us on the rails. You guys always say it's me, but it's not. It's Sean.
I guess so. Some miraculously,
yeah.
He is the chaos and the order.
Yep, he's the wild card and the anchor.
He is the main character in Slay the Princess.
Oh yeah! Wow.
And the princess.
And the narrator.
Yeah. And yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so last week we did our rating episode. We switched it up a little bit. We still gave a final rating, but the rest of the aspects of the game, like plot, characters, world building, music, all those
graphics,
things, we didn't give those a numbered rating. We just
Nope.
kind of talked about them. And this week, we're going to talk about our experience playing the game, some of the like little side quests we went on. I'm going to tell Rylan about the full story.
Please.
I finished the whole story portion of this game, but just know I played for 10.6 hours, and there's still so much to be discovered. There's a whole area I can't get to.
Dang. Yeah, and I only played for 5 hours, probably a lot less than half of the game, and I got stuck and frustrated.
Such a bummer.
Yeah, but I loved every part that I wasn't stuck and frustrated so much. So
Yeah.
We'll talk about that this episode and more.
We will, but before we get too far into the episode,
okay,
we've been recording this podcast for over a year now, and we were rating a game this time last year. What was it? And should people check it out?
Sorry. I was focused on watching you trying to grab a cookie very quietly.
All I grabbed was a tiny crumb.
Yeah, I thought you were going to grab a bigger piece and it was going to make way more noise. Anyways.
Just a crumb.
Last year at this time, the game that we played, it was the game After Toem.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Sean's pick.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have a hint?
Your hint is you still listen to music from this
Oh,
game.
I do. Oh my God. I just told Zephe to listen to Holy Now today.
Yeah.
It is, gosh, what is that game called with the cars?
Yeah.
And
I know you know
so
what it is.
good.
It's Keep Driving.
Keep Driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Definitely check this out.
Wow. Another very niche like RPG game.
Yes.
That's very unique and cool.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Damn.
Yeah. Very cool.
I do listen to music from that game still.
Yeah, definitely check that game out. And before we get into the actual meat of this episode, what was your rating? What did you rate this game?
I gave it, what did I say, a 3.8?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so, yeah.
You said 3 and I stopped listening because I was so pissed off.
I mean, that's
I'm
fair.
just kidding.
I'm pissed off too.
No, I think it was a 3.8.
I'm
and
with you.
understandably, I understand. I'm not judging you for this at all.
I honestly, I want to love this game so much, but it's like unrequited love.
Yeah. Yeah, I rated this a 4.6. I had a much nicer experience than you did. So, yeah. But you played the beginning part of this game.
I did.
Do you want to kind of walk us through the beginning?
Yeah.
Sweet.
And I did the beginning like twice basically because I watched you do the press start. Which
I played it twice because I switched over to my Steam Deck and there's no cloud saving and I still have trouble remembering how this game starts.
Well, it starts with a crap ton of warnings, actually.
Yes.
Which I thought was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you boot up the game, it's like, hey, there's strong language, FYI. And then it's like, hey, you got to play I'm on the PC, but it's like, you got to play in windowed mode. Don't play in full screen mode. I'm like, okay.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
And then it's like, there can only be one autosave file.
Yeah.
Got it, bub?
Yeah.
I'm like, sure, whatever you say. And then it says, this game has adult humor. Do you want to turn on super safe mode?
Yeah.
I'm like, no. And then it asks you normal or easy mode. So I don't know why that stood out to me. It was just kind of odd.
I was like a little worried.
Like what's happening? This is really intense.
Yeah.
But I think it's just, one of the things that felt a little bit awkward in this game where you could tell that it's like, a very small team. This was a solo dev.
Yep.
Very small team. Like some of the things could have been a little bit more smooth, but I think that was fine. It just stood out to me.
Yeah.
But you really start off you're trying to investigate the tremor's source because you wake up suddenly and there's shaking going on. You are playing as Akane, who in the game menu, she's described as a young and well-mannered girl with a multiracial background. And she's pretty badass looking.
Oh, yeah.
She's got like a black like coat, I guess. Like I don't know. It's not like a trench coat, but it's like a
dress robe.
Yeah. All black. And then her hair is like very light colored, like gray blue. And she's very striking. And you are accompanied by a little box, a black box. His name is Bot, and he is an AI who accompanies you. And so you wake up in this house, your house, I guess, and you're trying to be like, what the hell was that shaking? And so you go to investigate. So you kind of walk through town and there's like some police that are in different places interviewing people and they won't let you by. So you're kind of routed along one path.
I forgot. Okay. It's all coming back to me now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, continue.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm enjoying my cookie while you talk.
And so you really start out and you don't really know what's going on, but already you have a very unique setting where you have this bot that's hanging out with you. You're in town. It's really funny because a lot of the people in town have like a negative reaction to the police. They're like calling them fatso and like I didn't do anything. Don't talk to me.
Yeah. Like
they're very angry with them, which I feel like is fair because then the police start to sexually harass you a little bit. Yeah. And like, so at one point there's a police checkpoint that you need to get past. And one of the police is telling the other one, like, is like, damn, she's looking fine. You should get her number. And I'm like, what am I playing right now?
Yeah. Yeah. This was very, not off-putting, but it really caught me off guard. In the beginning of this game, I was like, okay, interesting.
Well, and it's interesting too, because like you said, the developer is from Malaysia. And I wonder, like, it's kind of neat. Like one of the things that feels different about this game is maybe the different like cultural influences that come into it.
Yeah.
Or, just since it was a solo developer, just like personal experiences potentially too. Like not saying anything about the police in Malaysia or like this person's life. I don't know. Yeah. But a lot of things like that just felt like that's not how it would be approached in like a Western game necessarily.
It felt very anime, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Like I felt very, very much you would see that behavior by a character in an anime. Like even in I don't watch a lot of anime, but I have One Piece is like my only claim to anime and manga. I just I'm not even remembering what the chef's name is, but he's like obsessed with the women.
Oh yeah.
But he like loves them. Yeah, that was that kind of behavior,
That
it's
is,
like
it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But anyways, so you kind of find out there that like, oh, you Akane is part of this group called like Lith. And so they're like, yeah, let her pass. Like she'll help out. She'll take care of it. So you're like, okay, what's going on? So you go into this apartment building, and there is a robot that comes out of the vent and it's an AI. It's described as, the bot tells you That's a scouting type mini-series, batch number 0151343. So it's very like technical, all these bots have.
Remember that if you haven't played the game yet, because it comes back.
Yeah. And so you get into combat with this bot, and you have to defeat it. Then you have the option to like leave it alone or like end it.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know if that keeps coming up later.
I think I did it like 1 or 2 more times after that, but further into the game, you do just destroy most of the things that you
but I thought that was interesting. Like, you're already getting some neat choices. So then you end up at the police station. They're asking you some questions, but then you get to go home.
Yeah. The little old lady walks you home and she's like, did they touch you inappropriately or something like that?
Did they touch you without consent?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you poor thing. And so you basically just like go home. You can do some more things in town. I don't think this day, but after that you can. So like I did some stuff in town from here. Like, I didn't go straight. Your next mission is to go to, I guess like Alith is like the headquarter name where like your organization meets. I didn't do that. I did I explored the town first. So I'll just like share some of my town events. Yeah. Hopefully you didn't get all of them.
Yeah. I know we had one that was the same. And it was
the interview. The interview. Yeah, and we can just talk about that now too.
Sure.
There's a couple places in town where they're like help wanted. And one of them, there's a restaurant that you can't order food from. You have to have a free meal voucher.
Free meal vouchers. Yeah, you get those from enemies a lot.
And you start getting them all the time, it seems like. So but you can interview there, and this is so funny and also very anime.
Yeah.
My goodness. So you like knock on the door of like the back room where you're going to interview or whatever, and this old lady lets you in. I don't know if she's old. Was she old?
She seemed old.
Yeah, her name is Madam Yu. And she starts asking you these like restaurant related questions, like if a customer comes in and they order the tofu, and then you bring that and they say, no, I ordered like the chicken, like what would you do? And so there are questions like that she asks you, but I feel like whatever you answer, she's not going to be pleased with.
I think it is, because the answers all, I was like, okay, I can see these answers all being right, and then when they were wrong, I was like, oh, they're just all wrong.
Yeah. And because she was like, oh really? And she was like, you would do that? And she was just like getting really like I don't know, like upset,
heated about it. Well, and then a random old man shows up.
And this old man, he's just like breathing
going, oh!
crazy. Yeah. And Akane is like, oh, are you here for the interview too? And like, what are you doing here? I didn't know you were in here. And he's just like in your face a lot. And then there's a second old man, and he's asking you like crazy questions. Like, he asks you this like math question. Yeah. That's like this expression that's really long. And like, before I could even read it and give my answer, he like cuts it off, and like a stopwatch pops up on the screen. He's like ending it like too slow. And just like, they're like asking you like horoscope type of questions, and
it's chaos.
And like Akane is starting to like freak out like through the comic, strips that are popping up on the screen so excellently. Like, you can just kind of see her being like, oh, this is kind of different, to like, I'm stressed now, and like, what the hell is going on? Like, I'm losing it. And then finally
you get like booted out into the alley. Like, they like beat you up.
It's like one guy like cocks like a machine gun.
Yeah.
And then you're still answering questions, and they suddenly like just put a bag over your head, and they're like shoot you a million times, and then like toss you out in the alleyway.
Yeah.
Which I think is just metaphorical.
Because you wake up and you're okay. Fine.
But it's so funny. Like, Akane is like then in the alleyway, like on her hands and knees, just like pounding the ground, upset. And Bot's like, they're there. It's okay to be stupid.
Yeah.
So it's like so many ridiculous like interactions in this game like that are just so over the top, very anime. Yes. It felt like a skit from like Nichijou, which is an anime that I haven't seen in a long time, but always like I feel like is one of my favorite. It's just like slice of life, ridiculous, over the top high schoolers, but very much like that. What else did I do in town? I took a bath at Mrs. Wilson's house.
Oh, I didn't take a bath. I slept with Mr. and Mrs. Wilson. Not in that way, but we like slept in the bed together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So random.
She like offered, she was like, if you need a place to stay, because it was after my bed broke. Did your bed ever break?
No.
Oh.
What?
At one point, I went to go to sleep at home and I jumped onto the bed and I landed on the bed so hard that it just broke. Wow. And so I went into Miss Wilson's house.
They were so nice.
I told her about it and she was like, oh my gosh, I'll have Mr. Wilson over there to fix it. But like, you can sleep here if you need. And then I chose to sleep there. And then the cutscene is just like you in between Mr. and Mrs. Wilson.
Why are you in the middle?
I don't know, but that's where you were. Yeah. I didn't take a bath there though.
That's so great. Yeah, I don't know why I took a bath there. That's just what I wrote down in my notes. But you know, I bought, you can go to Sunbucks, not Starbucks.
Oh,
Sunbucks.
Yeah, I didn't go in there very much.
Yeah, I bought like a drink and then it's like you can just hang out at the counter just as long as you want to, or like at the little tables and just chill. Like there's a lot of spots in this game where you can just like hang out. Yeah. Just like spend time hanging out doing nothing. There was like a shady guy. He had like a trench coat and he's like, hey, I got like cheap arts books. Like he was selling like skill books.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, oh, cool. And he didn't have very many. So I was like, oh, maybe you just get like some that'll appear here. I was like, sure, I'll buy them. They were all fake.
Oh no.
So they didn't do anything, which was pretty great. And then did you go to the bank?
No.
Oh my God.
I don't think so.
So
I mean, I guess no. I went in there, but I was like, I don't want to be in here.
So at the bank is so stupid. There's like two I guess like windows where you can go up and get help, right? One of them is for gold VIP members only.
Oh, see, I experienced this in a different town.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went into we'll talk about it when we go over there, but yes.
And I need to keep moving along with my in-town stuff, but basically it's like one line is like crazy long, the other one's for VIP members. There's nobody in line.
But you have to pay so much.
So I had an event where it's like two people in line were like arguing about something, and then one called the police on the other one, and the police pulled both of them out of line.
Oh my God.
So then I was getting like closer to being in line. And then there was a woman that was like not at the front yet, but she was like trying to fill out a deposit slip and having trouble. She's a very, very old lady. And so I like very nicely helped her out. And meanwhile, Bot stole money from her purse.
Oh my God.
So then I had to go find the old lady and give her money back.
Oh my God. Bot.
Yeah. So Jeez. Bot is a little shit.
Yeah.
So you can do all like sorts of shit in town.
Did you do a delivery for the little like mini mart?
Yeah. Like when you work part-time.
Yeah.
You have to carry the heavy thing.
It's like I think it's rice or something. I can't remember.
But it's like, it takes so long to walk over there because you move so slow.
And I barely made it.
Oh, is there like a time limit?
No, I just could like, I'm sure it's just the proximity, but as I got closer, it was like I was getting weaker and weaker. I was like, no, please make it.
Well, and then they only give you like $6 when you get there.
I know. I was like, what the hell?
Because normally when you work part-time there, you like sweep the floor and earn like $130.
Yeah.
I
don't even remember.
Delivery.
See, I didn't look at how much I made when I swept the floor. So when I did that, I was like, oh my God, this is not worth it.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
I think it might have varied a little bit, but I feel like I got like $130.
Yeah.
Or maybe like 60 at least. But that delivery was bullshit. I found like a fish by the riverside.
Oh yeah.
Like
and
the
you helped push it in.
Yeah. And then Bot was like, that was a big one. It was probably worth like $1,800. And you're like, what?
No.
Just another like anime moment. Yeah, this game was so freaking funny though. Yeah, there was like a scene with Raven, who's one of the members of Lith. She is like walking around with her little brother, and she's like, oh, you need to be more social, like you should get a girlfriend or something. And he's like, where's Akane? Is she around? She's like, Akane's way out of your league, kid.
Did you find the bot, like the mutated bot in the back of a store?
No.
Okay.
What?
So in town, I can't remember what store it was. I think it was where you buy like the potions, like the healing potions, and stuff like that.
Okay.
You go in there once and the like back room door is locked.
Yeah.
And I think I went in there again later and I watched the store owner was like just walking back there. And so I went to try and open the door, but it was locked again. And then I think I went back a third time because I was trying to buy potions and he still wasn't out. So I tried the door again and it was open. And so I went back there and there was like a bot that he was experimenting on.
Whoa.
And I had to kill it. And basically he was like, no, I spent all my money on this. Like, you don't understand. Like, this is my livelihood. Like, please. But it's part of your job is to get rid of these things. And it's actually your job to report him, but you don't.
Interesting.
Yeah. And that comes back later.
Wow.
Yeah.
This game is so much like Moon. You're right.
I know. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like that visit 3 times thing and everything.
Yeah.
How fun.
So, I'm trying to think of anything else. Do you have more stuff?
I mean, I have not like a ton of like stuff that happened in town. I don't think. It might be like in between other things in my in my notes here, but I can go on to the first mission.
Yeah, go for it.
That you go on.
Sure.
So eventually you go to your like company or like company headquarters, I guess. Like and you meet up with Lenny and Raven, who are women that are also like part of Lith, and they are more experienced, I guess. Because when you get into like the mission room with Commander Nile, he is like, we need to retrieve the osmium. Yeah. And there's no voice acting, but that's what he sounded like. And he's like, we need somebody with experience for this mission. And like Lenny and Raven are like averting their gaze. And
well, because is it Lenny that's already talked about wanting to go to the movies?
Yeah,
and do something
like Lenny
that
has
night?
a show she wants to go to that night.
Yeah.
And Raven, I think, just doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
But Akane is like so eager. She's like doing the whole Hermione, like raising her hand a million times.
Yeah.
Like, notice me. And Commander Nile is just like continuing, like, we need somebody with the skills for it. And he's just like getting more and more angry as Akane gets more and more desperate. And this is all done, like, again, so wonderfully like illustrated with the comic strips that are coming up.
They're like overlapping a little bit too sometimes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like you gotta like see a clip of this or like play the game or see the trailer or something. Like this, the whole like graphical presentation makes these events. And finally Akane is like, oh, I know, like I have to compliment him to get his attention. Yeah. So she says something like, your eyes are sparkling like jewels. And then like Lenny and Raven are like, what the fuck is she saying? And
you're like, oh no, she's getting desperate.
Yeah. And she's like, your nose is soft like a camel. Or so smooth like a camel, something like that. Yeah. And eventually you go on the mission. And so yeah, that's your first mission. You're going to collect something. You go to like these ruins. There's not really a lot to talk about there. You're holding the map upside down at first.
Yeah. There is a big boss there that I went back to.
Oh, you went back and did that one?
I went back and did the big boss.
Like the optional one? Yeah.
And then I also slept in the bed again.
Did you fight the gorilla?
I did.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah, because there's a bed in the ruins that if you sleep there, it's a gorilla's bed and he slaps you awake. And then
stupid.
First time I died hardcore.
Yeah, and that's on the stream too. The press start.
Yeah. Yep. Seen it here first.
And this first place you go to, I don't know if I want to spend time on this, if it's story relevant, but it is the home of King Tom Thomas's brother, who previously had more like power and influence in the land.
Yeah.
But he recognized that his little brother, Tom Thomas, was more intelligent and more fit to rule. So he relinquished all of his power to his brother and came to this place. This is where he resided and this is where he died.
Yeah. Yeah. And maybe you get more information on that later. I didn't.
Oh,
but again, there's so much stuff that I think I still need to explore. But
there's some, and it's kind of funny because the map, I don't know if it was just like a random globe map, but it looked like the United States to me.
I think that maybe it is the United States. I don't know where in the world we are, but it is this. I feel like it is this world.
Yeah, it is like Earth.
Yeah.
So you fight the final boss of this area has like corrosion.
Yeah.
It's not very difficult at all because it's just intro crap. But you get like the osmium, which weighs like 1 million pounds, and you carry it comically all the way back. But they only need, that was just the shell that you could open up and get the very small piece that you needed, I guess. Yeah. And then you're kind of introduced to more things. You can go in like the AI world to like train. You can upgrade your sword. You can do a bunch of things there, like Alith. You can kind of go on out to the world from there.
Yeah, I think everything that was useful in that room to me, you do have to go into the AI world. That's like your second mission, quote unquote, just to prove yourself. Sure. But you can upgrade your sword by, when you beat the major bosses, you collect cores from them, and you can basically fuse those cores to your sword, and that adds like special effects.
Yeah.
And then you can also upgrade those effects to a certain level. I think at one point I got one that couldn't be leveled up at all. And then I had some that I leveled up all the way to level 5. You can also upgrade Bot. I never leveled him up, but you can change his
equipment.
Yeah, and what he does to like attack. You can change, because he starts out just healing you.
Yeah, which is helpful.
It is, but it becomes much more useful to have him attacking with you later in the game. And you get some pretty cool things for him. So you can do that. And then there's another station where you can just upgrade your attack and Bot's attack. So at rank level 1, you can upgrade all the way up to, like, you can upgrade yourself like 10 times. And then at rank level 2, you can upgrade to 20. And then rank level 3, you can upgrade to 30. And so you can slowly kind of upgrade everything as you're ranking up. But every time you rank up, your level goes back to 1. And so you technically get a little weaker,
but you have more potential.
Yes.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah. Very interesting.
And it wasn't explained to me until after I needed it.
Oh. So you mentioned that you got stuck at essentially the next big mission that you're sent out on with, it's Raven.
Raven goes, and what's his name?
I can't remember the guy's. It's a guy's name.
He sucks.
He does. He's so
Billy.
annoying.
His name's Billy. He's incredibly misogynistic.
Yes.
Like he just will straight up say things like, "Why is the woman here and not in the kitchen?"
Yeah. Like. So out of place, too.
Yeah.
It's comical.
It is.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're sent on this mission basically to like go guard this area.
Yeah, you're kind of scouting. Like, I don't think you're expected to do it. What happens is not expected.
No, but they know that there's a bunch of bots that are coming towards this town, and so you're trying to meet at like a choke point basically, so they don't get past you.
Yeah.
But it's not supposed to be like a big deal. You're just trying to keep them away from the town.
Yeah.
And so you kind of camp out there for a couple days. It's kind of fun. Like, it feels cool. I think you have to wait, and you're like, people are taking shifts to keep watch. And of course, when it's Akane's turn to keep watch is when a bot finally comes in the middle of the night. And it's not very difficult. You beat it up just fine. But Raven wakes up, and she's like in charge of the mission. She's the most experienced and capable. And she's like, oh shit. She's like, this is a like rank 6 or something bot.
Yeah.
And which is incredibly dangerous.
It's like a type of bot that moves in like big packs. So she's like, fuck, this thing is not going to be alone.
Yeah. She's like, we're kind of lucky that it only came by itself. Like, it's not dangerous by itself, but in the huge pack it is.
Yeah.
And so basically she realizes, like, if this is what's coming towards the town, like, we are screwed. Like, we're probably going to die and the town. But she kind of meets with everybody really fast, and she's like, I have a plan. If we can take out the breeder, which is like the queen of this group or whatever, they will all shut down. That's our only hope. But like, this is beyond the scope of our mission. If anybody wants to go home and like, survive, like, there's no judgment. Like, you didn't do anything bad. This isn't the mission anymore.
Yeah.
So, Akane is like, I'm definitely staying. Billy is like, hell no.
Yeah.
But also, I have to be a man, and I can't let these women outdo me.
Yeah.
So he stays, and so this is very like shonen, I felt like. But it was really cool. Like, Raven's like, okay, me and Billy will hang out here and hold them off as long as we can, and hopefully we don't die. And Akane, like, you have to go after the breeder. Like, you're the only chance we've got. Like, take it out.
Yeah.
And so you do. You go out there. And maybe you do, but I didn't. I cannot.
Oh, no.
I didn't have problems with all the little guys on the way.
Yeah.
But when I got to the boss, I could get it down to about 40% health.
Yeah.
I probably fought it like 4 or 5 times. And like really like using my mana potions and my health potions as much as I could. but I couldn't.
Why did you think that you couldn't? You were mentioning it in our last episode that there was like something you felt like you needed to do.
Well, so at this point, like I said, I can only get it to like 40%. So I was doing okay, but like I knew I needed to be stronger. Like I just wasn't going to get there. And there's not really any save points for a while before this. So I had to reload an old save. And I did a bunch of stuff like back in town and did little side areas to get way stronger. I ranked up and stuff. I upgraded bot. I changed bot's equipment around a little bit. Well, what that ended up doing when I went back through all that event was, instead of healing me, he was shooting the enemies, but he was also healing them a little bit. Now it wasn't a big deal because, yeah, I know, right?
How was he?
Yeah, he was giving them plus 37 HP a turn.
What?
Which was fine because I was dealing much more damage than that. When I came back, I was like almost one-shotting all the little ones. It was like not an issue at all. I was like, that's fine if he's doing 37 healing for them. I'm dealing like 121 damage a turn.
Yeah.
Like it's fine, like easily. So, I was almost at the boss, so I quick saved, which was, I should not have done that. But then I got to the boss and I couldn't damage it. Well, what was happening, I realized, was he wasn't doing plus 37 health to the boss every time, which showed up in the green font. He was giving the boss plus like 647 purple. I don't know what the purple was. That's the only thing I can figure out that's preventing me because I could not get the boss's health bar to move. I was dealing damage to it. It was not moving.
Well, it did have a shield.
I think he was healing the shield for that much.
Yeah.
Because
that's so bizarre. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. I don't think that I had changed bot's
equipment
at all until after this. Because I thought, I was like, I need him to heal me.
Yeah.
But then I realized, I think I ended up giving him like a sharp fang or something
which
like
is
that.
what I gave him too, which I think is why he was attacking instead of healing. But I think one of his like equipment or accessories or whatever did like healing.
Oh,
which
bummer.
I was like, oh dang,
like
I
one of
needed,
the core things.
Yeah, which I was like, oh, I need to change that, but like it's not a big deal. I'm dealing so much more damage, like I don't care. Yeah, so I think he was like healing its shield for I think like more than double the output of my damage every turn.
Oh my god,
which was crazy. So I fought it for like a while, and then I just was like, okay, I'm done. Like I'm unfortunately done with this game for now. I was just too frustrated because I had done that whole section in like I had like one night this week where I had like a large chunk of time to put towards the game, and I spent like 3 hours getting absolutely nowhere. I was like, kind of ruined my evening. I was like, I feel rough. Like I could have just like done something else tonight.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
Well,
and now I get to hear about what happens afterwards, which I'm so pumped for.
Yeah. I'll tell you what happens after that, because basically you defeat this giant bot and you go running back to make sure that they're okay. And you get kind of like text on the screen that says like, Billy was severely injured, but he was okay. Like he's alive.
Okay.
And then Raven was pretty injured, but she made it through as well. They
she's
both
a badass.
survived. Yes. And then you get back to base. You like wake up and you go to base, and Billy's in like a full body cast almost, like in a wheelchair. And
damn.
Yeah. So he barely survived, but you like saved the day. And
Hero.
It's like, and you go back to your sergeant general commander, and he's like congratulating you guys, but the town still got like fucked.
Oh
and
no.
He's like, yeah, but Raven's like, well, what were you supposed to do? I'm trying to remember, because at this point, there was a point when it was like, come back in a day to do your work. I think that already happened. The boss, your commander, is wanting to give you another mission, but then this girl like shows up from a different Lith team.
Oh, cool.
And she looks just like you. And the even bot is like, whoa, that girl looks like just like you.
Weird.
And basically the mission that you were supposed to be sent out on, she's like, no, like we need to send the best. Like I'll go.
Oh, she's like your rude twin.
A little bit, I guess. She never comes back, or in my gameplay,
So
I
random.
never saw her again. But you end up actually having like a fight with her. Like
cool.
you fight her because she's like, prove to me that you can, like, if you can beat me, then you can go. You can't beat her. She kicks your ass.
Oof.
And she like, there's the comic version, you're like on the ground, like with your face on the ground, and Bot is doing the normal, like, oh, it's okay. Like,
it's okay to be stupid.
Yeah, something along those lines. And so you're just kind of bested. And I think for me, this is when I went home and broke my bed. Possibly.
Gosh,
I don't know.
Everything's falling apart for Akane.
I was just like, I don't know if you went to the different like mini bosses out on the map, but I kind of took this as a break to go. Like, there's one like in a cave, and then actually I think there's one in a forest, and then there's one more.
Whoa. So you beat the breeder without having done those extra bosses and things?
I can't remember. Probably not.
Damn. Actually, maybe, because I felt like I was way strong when I went back. I just couldn't beat it because of the stupid bot thing.
Yeah. But basically, and I'm probably skipping over a trillion things, but we're just going main story here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You end up going back to your commander, and he's like, "Hey, like, sorry, I didn't have any control over that, but like, I do have a mission for you if you're up for it. I want you to take the train, go to, or no, this is not the train. I'm sorry. Go to this like abandoned city. I don't know if you had tried to go through the little path."
Yeah, where the old man
and he like tries to fight you.
He like rips off his shirt and hat.
Yeah,
and he's like, let's
go. I legitimately thought, because it says like
enter battle.
Yeah, I was like, am I about to fight this old man? But then you like put his shirt back on and put his hat back on, and you're like, we're
not fighting, old man.
Away.
Yeah.
Well, now you're able to go through to that path.
Okay, cool.
There's an abandoned farm land that you can go to first. It's not where you're supposed to go, but you can stop there.
Cool.
You can get a crap load of shit, like money, food, like there's like drawers and drawers of things that you can open.
And Akane's just fine stealing them.
She's taken it. Yeah, she's taken it. Why this not? Time. And there's a couple safes. There's a couple safes that you don't know the code to, but Bot is like, if you're willing to wait, like I can crack the code. And so you legitimately just have to wait on the screen, and Akane is either like doing push-ups or like she's just like hanging out, and then you have to wait for a good amount of time, and then he'll go ding and he'll give you the code.
That's cool.
Yeah.
'Cause you have a safe at your house too.
Yes, and I forgot to ever go back.
I don't know how to open that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you eventually get into this specific building where you go down into the basement, and there's another like AI, but like it's being experimented on again, kind of like you saw in the town,
the hospital. And
Akane is like really, really upset at the sight of this because it looks like it's been like experimented on. It's almost like half AI, half animal, or half beast.
Creepy.
And she's just like, what is going on? So you fight it and you like put it out of its misery. And so that was just another like weird thing. And you and Bot are trying to figure out, or Akane and Bot are trying to figure out what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And Bot's like, well, like this area was overrun by AI, so people probably just left. And she's like, but they left all of their money and their things. Like, people don't uproot their lives, but leave everything behind. Like something bad happened here. And so you end up leaving. I got my ass kicked at this next part because you go into this little abandoned area, into the actual abandoned place that you're supposed to go. And it's not too bad. Like, on your way, you're fighting some things. It was a little difficult, but nothing I couldn't get through. And then you go into this like abandoned mall, I guess it is.
Okay.
And I'm trying to remember.
This is like, so like people are like disappearing from the fields. You're going to the abandoned mall. Like the zombies show up next.
Well, it feels a little bit like
kind of that vibe.
But no.
Okay.
You basically, this part you don't like go. You get there and then it's like boss time, but it's like a big square rectangular AI. and it powers up, and then you have a bunch of other little AIs that are attacking you at the same time. I got my ass beat the first time. It was so bad. But I leveled myself up, and then I went back and I was able to defeat it. But when you defeat it, it like blows up the entire place almost, or at least it feels like that. And you're trying to get osmosium or whatever.
Oh, osmium again.
Osmium again. But you don't fail the mission. You just like blow up the entire place.
Damn.
So you're like, no osmosium.
Okay, so you can't retrieve it.
Yeah,
now.
you can't retrieve it. But you go back and tell the commander that, and he's like, that's okay. They're there. Okay, now I need to like really think.
Go in the brain room.
I need to go in the brain room. Hold on.
You remember your notes.
I almost need to watch a walkthrough, like just like.
Oh, just like flip through something, yeah.
So yes, you fight, and I forgot that. So right before you're about to fight this huge tower AI, you're in a mall, and there's a pole in the middle of the room with like a chain and collar around this mannequin. There's just like a mannequin sitting tied to this pole with a collar around their neck.
That's really creepy.
Yes, and Bot is like, we have to defeat them. Like if they capture you, like they're going to turn you into a slave.
What?
Yeah, he's like, this is bad news. Like we have to defeat this
Ew.
this AI. Like this is not good. And later she does ask him, she's like, well, what if we did get defeated, like what would have you done? And he was like, oh, I would have joined them.
Oh,
he's
just
like,
matter of fact?
I would have joined them. Like,
okay.
I guess. And I don't know if he was like kidding a little bit, but
Ooh,
so
creepy.
yeah. So everything blows up after that. And you wake up, and Bot has basically dragged you to like the safest part of the mall for you to recuperate. And so this next part is you getting out of the mall. You're on like the lower level. You have to go up like 5 levels to get out. A lot of fighting. You do most of this in your like little tiny form. Your little like tiny person and like a big map walking around. You're trying to get out. And on your way out, you rescue a dwarf. A dwarf.
What?
Yes, there's a dwarf in a
so
cage.
Weird.
You save him, and then you can't understand his language, but
Well, of course, it's dwarven.
He thinks that you're his wife, and he like loves you.
Oh my gosh. What is this?
Down in the mall, there is a little area, kind of like at camp, at your like base, where you can like upgrade your sword, change the bot's equipment, upgrade stuff,
Yeah.
It's just in there.
All the same crap.
Yeah. And then later you find another person in a cage, and it's an elf. And so now you've saved an elf and a dwarf, and they're friends.
Oh, good.
And the dwarf is like basically saying like, this is my wife. And the elf figures out that you're a human and spits at you and is like so offended, and then goes back into the cage. And then the Bot is like, well, the elven, you're lesser than the elves or something. Like he can't be rescued by a human.
Okay.
So he goes back into the cage and then lets the dwarf
so
open
weird.
it. Yeah. And the funniest part is that you keep thinking that they have like these cool like weapons and magic, and they just take out guns. So like they're just like these 2 dudes with guns.
Do they fight with you?
They start a fight and then they leave. So basically you'll reach a bigger boss and they'll take their gun out, shoot it once, and then run away. And then you have to fight the rest of the boss.
What the heck?
Yeah. And then
this game is so silly.
Yeah. So that essentially you have one super big boss at the end. He's kind of like almost looks human. Like
is it different though? Like, okay, so I thought there's like another boss in here. Okay, weird.
Yeah, there's like mini bosses. There's also like a little a secret area where you can find like a whole town of those little cubes. And they just have this like little town that you can go visit.
Oh, cute.
And like be in.
They all want 5 gears.
Yeah. No, they're really cute. But yeah, once you make it out of the mall, then you go back and you're like, whoops, you've been gone for a long time.
Yeah.
And you go back and the camp or the base is gone. And you're like, what?
Like it's just not there?
It's been like decimated. And apparently in your
crap.
absence, the AI, they were able to fight them off, but the AI came and completely obliterated the base. And so now you have like a little camp that's a different place in the map. They've like relocated their base into like a little camp.
Huh.
Yeah. So then
a lot of stuff like happens.
I know. Yeah. And at one point Bot also brings up, he's like, do you think it's weird that Raven chose you to be the one to go fight the breeder? The breeder. And he's like, she's way more experienced than you were. It makes way more sense that she would be the one that would go do that. And he was like, I don't want to point fingers, but I think she did that because where you were, you couldn't escape. Like it was either you win or you die. Mm-hmm. But from where she and Billy were, like they could just retreat and be fine.
Ooh.
And you basically are just like, yeah, maybe. I don't know. And you just kind of like,
oh, that's so sad.
Yeah. She's like, I don't know. Yeah. So that was just like a little thing that was brought up randomly. And you're like, oh,
poor Akane.
I know. But she perseveres.
Yeah.
And it was fine.
Akane has like a little bit of a sad side to her. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if this happened to you, but I got like Mrs. Wilson gave me a meal at one point. Uh-huh. Then I came home and she like kicks off her shoes and she's like, Mom. And then she like gets super sad.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, in the mall, you also do have a little bit of a lore dump about where you're from.
Oh.
You get to a dead end and this just triggers a scene where Akane's like, do you want to know about my lineage? And the bot's like, sure. And so essentially you come from like a long line of royalty that actually started, they're basically like a long time ago. There was a bunch of tribes of these beings that were different than humans. Like they're humanoid, but they're different.
Okay.
And they fought wars and they were violent, but they didn't fight for like resources like humans did. They just fought because they liked to fight and they were violent. Mm-hmm. And this happened for 4 centuries. And then eventually one person or one of those like beings was able to unite all the tribes. And that started this long, prosperous, not generation, but like group of people to like carry on. And she is part of the Artis family or like the Artis branch.
Okay.
And those are just, they're like descendants of these violent beings. And there's a bunch of different royal families that make up the Artis line. Yeah. And she's one of them. And the way you can tell is the white hair, pale skin, and colored eyes.
Okay.
And the more intense these features are, the more, the stronger the lineage to that you are. So she's of that lineage but she was adopted. And so she has a mom and an aunt that she talks about. But Bod is basically like, oh, so you're like a bona fide princess. And she's like, yeah, I guess. And he's like, then why are you so poor? And so that's kind of like the little lore dump that you get on like her background.
That other woman that looked just like her also from Artis.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. So you probably learned more about that. I didn't end up doing it. Yeah. And I'm probably going to go back and do it because I want to. But you used to find that out in the mall, but then you get back and what's his bucket? Your commander has another mission for you.
As he does.
And this is when I had a little cutscene where I think it was Raven that was like one of the other girls is like, hey, meet me on the shore. Like I want to talk to you about something before you leave. And that's when she brings up the fact that I found that bot in town and destroyed it, but didn't report the guy. And she's like, basically like, you went against your orders. Like you were supposed to.
Consequences. Did you get to make that choice in the game or did it just happen like Akane did that herself?
Finding it or like
reporting it?
Oh no, that just happened.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I didn't have the choice to like report or not.
Yeah.
And she just gets kind of stern with you, but then it ends up being like a really lighthearted moment where you guys end up like talking, and she talks about how like strong you've gotten. And
oh, that's nice.
So it starts out like a serious conversation, but it's like she's not gonna like fuck you over for it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
she wants you to know that she knows. And you are taking the train. You're gonna take the train to, I can't remember the name of the station. It's like Honeydew or Honey something. And I fucked up a little bit at this part because I got on the train and I didn't realize that the train station you start at is called Blackwater. And I'm trying to go to Silver Lake. So I get on the train, and you legitimately can sit on the train for 2 minutes, 2 like real-time minutes.
Yeah. Does it have like a timer like it did? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, like a little countdown in the bottom corner. Or you can fast travel. So I was like, no, I'm just going to wait for the next station. And then the next station was like honey something. And I was like, no, I need Silver Lake. And so then I wait, and the next one is Blackwater. And Blackwater takes like 5 minutes to get to Blackwater.
Oh, no.
And then I was like, gosh, I think I messed up. Like, maybe I'm not supposed to be on the train yet. So I'm like, let's just fast travel to where I need to go. Well, I didn't realize fast traveling, it's not to where you need to go. It's to just the next station. And so I fast traveled, and what happens is the like train guy grabs your head and throws you out the train window. And so then I just fast traveled back to my original area.
Gosh.
And then I was like, what the heck? And then I realized there were only 2 stations because I waited the whole time to go through Blackwater. I was like, maybe I can't fast travel. So started past the honey whatever station. And I was like, all right, we're going to pass Blackwater, and the next one is going to be where I need to go.
Gosh.
The next one was the honey station. And I was like, oh my God, I just need to get off at the honey something. And so I did.
You just took laps around the train. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So this is another place where the what is it called?
Osmium.
I always want to say Osmosis Jones. You're trying to get more osmium. There's a whole other town. You can more funny cutscenes. Like there's a well where she pretends to throw $300 down the well.
Why?
I don't know. Just because she thinks it's funny and it scares the bot. There's like a little place. There's like a girl's house where you can stay. It's like a hotel, but only women stay there.
Sure.
And then there's like a really dangerous forest that you can. Like there's people standing at the beginning like, oh, I'll like take
I'll brave it.
Yeah, like I'll lead you through the forest if you pay me. You go through the forest. There's another group of people that are going through at the same time, and you keep running into them, and they have this chef with them that won't stop making pizzas.
What?
Even though they want something other than pizza. And if you talk to him, he'll give you a pizza for free.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And so this was when I was like, oh my God, like things are getting really hard. And I actually ended up I didn't have enough money to rank up at this point. So I was like, oh, I'll just go forward. No, I should have saved up money. So I ended up having to go back, rank up, and then level up again at like rank 3 or 4, wherever I was at this point.
So what do you have to like work part-time a bunch to get money to do that?
Yeah, I think I also just ended up killing a bunch of enemies, and I realized I had like a ton of weapons and cores and rings.
Oh, that you weren't like upgrading yourself with? Damn.
No. Well, I mean, I was actively upgrading my stuff, but I wasn't selling any of it. So the stuff I wasn't using.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You just go sell it. So I sold it, ranked up, leveled up. There's a bunch of little mini bosses, and if you beat all the mini bosses, it unlocks like a dungeon that I didn't go to.
Okay.
And then you get to like the final boss of this area. This is when I got the thank you for playing Artis Impact screen.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I'm like nearing the end of the game. Like, this is weird. I had like another hour to play after this.
Oh, that is really weird.
There's so much stuff that I didn't find. Like, this truly is just story. You come upon this like ape thing. It's like truly like half ape, half AI.
Oh.
And it was so strong. And it was doing these like insane punches. I barely made it through. I think I was just lucky. I just happened to have the right critical hits.
Gosh.
Oh my gosh, and I forgot to tell you about the sword. You get a new sword in the mall.
Wait, does it look different?
It's longer.
Oh, badass.
Yeah, and you can put different cores on it. So I'm now using a different sword.
Yeah.
And she talks about the different lengths of swords, and she talks about how her sword is shorter because the longer sword you have, the heavier it is and the harder it is to control.
Oh.
But like someone like Raven, who's super skilled, they choose to have a longer sword, but you
because
like
they can handle it.
Yeah, you like having a smaller one because you have more control and you can be more agile. But the sword that you find in the mall, you're like, oh my god, this is like a super high ranking like person. If they didn't make it through, like there's no way I'm gonna make it through. I cannot believe I forgot about this. We're going back to the mall. You are fighting this boss in the mall, like the big boss, and there's like no hope. Like he's so much tougher than you. You end up doing this thing where you like channel your ancestors and you like super power up.
Super Saiyan.
Yeah, basically. And then you're able to beat him, and Bot is really concerned because later he's like, Akane, like that was so dangerous. Like I was monitoring your heart rate when you did that, and like you should have died. Like it
this
was
is
insane.
So anime.
I know.
I love it.
I can't believe I forgot about this. I'm sorry this is out of order, and I'm trying to go as quick as I can, which sucks, but we can't have this. Can't be a 3-hour episode.
Yeah, I took a lot of time at the beginning.
No, it's okay.
All good.
It was fun stuff. But basically, you end up beating this boss, and Akane is like, "Oh my gosh, I know who this is. Like this is a creature that's been like long extinct." And so the AI has figured out how to...
Oh, like the ape is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so the AI is like recreating these old...
Wild.
Ancient creatures. And something else you talked with Raven about, I can't remember if it's Raven or Lenny, it was one of them, at the beach. She mentions to you, because you're about to go out on a train and leave, she's like, you should know that like there never was... like a war between humans and AI. Like AI could overpower us at any point. Like there's not even a war. Like they're choosing not to wipe us off the planet, basically. So just know that. She's like, just know, be careful. Like there's going to be a lot of AI when you go out there, and it's kind of unknown what they're doing.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's becoming more and more clear that this AI is like, it's just trying to create on its own. It's very weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
You kind of get one earlier, like in a little side area where it's like has studied the plants, and so like learn how to photosynthesize. It's like mimicking them.
Yeah.
And Bot's like, wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's just something that you realize. You're like, this is crazy. Like, oh my God. And then you go back to the commander with your osmium. Did I say it right?
Yeah, you got it.
Yes.
First try.
And he has one last mission for you. And this is not an official Lith mission, so he can't compensate you for it. But it's something that he's like,
pulling in a favor.
Yeah, he's there was a like a Lith outpost that has been like, they haven't heard from them in years. Like before he was born, they haven't heard from them.
Okay, so it's not looking good.
No, and so he's like, I need you to go see like what happened. If you're up for it. Like you don't have to, but if you're up for it.
Does he have any specific reason to be curious out there? Do you know?
I think he just wants to make contact.
Okay.
And see if like just because they're like at this point, like let's see what's going on out there. And it's out in the middle of nowhere, like snowy mountains. So you take the hover car, you get there, it's too cold. And you and Bot, you're like walking through the snow trying to make it somewhere, and Akane passes out. She's like not going to make it. She's too cold.
Oh,
she was trying to keep Bot warm.
Arctic awakening.
And he's, and then you wake up in a bed. And apparently you've been saved by this this guy and his uncle. They were out getting like
supplies,
firewood, and they found you. And so this is where you can set up a soup shop.
What?
And basically you tell them,
so random.
You're like, I need to make it to the top of this mountain. I'm looking for like my
the
people,
Lith,
the Lith outpost. And they're basically like, well, if you're going to make that trek, you're going to need a ton of supplies. And it's going to take us a while to like, we can make the supplies for you, but you're going to have to stay here and like be with us for like a while.
You're going to need so much soup.
Yeah, they had to make you like essentially like little like warming packs and dried food packs.
That's so nice of them.
And so you stay with them for like a month or something, or a while. And then once you have enough resources, you can take them. And this is where you get this like pictures of you like going up the mountain. It takes you like a month to get up the mountain.
Wow. It's like a montage kind of thing.
Yeah. And you finally get there and there's an AI bot up there, but it's not actually AI. It's like before AI was a thing. So this is just like a computer. So it doesn't have intelligence, but it's
just
technical
logical.
and it's like talking to you. And you end up killing it. And that was,
of course,
this is the final boss that I put on easy and I just like wrecked it. So I don't know how hard this boss actually is. And then you get through into the outpost and there's no one there, but you find a bunch of like papers and stuff. And you start reading about what AI is, how it became, and kind of like where we're at now. And for this, I'm going to need to look at the I recorded this when I was playing.
Smart.
So it goes to like a little cutscene. And basically, I'll try and read it, see if that works. But a long, long time ago, humanity lived in peace. Peace gave humanity freedom, and freedom bred greed. Nations competed with each other endlessly, escalating into a race for technology supremacy. That led to the creation of the first generation of AI, and that alone was enough to collapse the Earth. Civilization fell and humanity reset. Evolution took place, and the harsh world accelerated it. That's when the first fall era began. Kingdoms ruled through brutality. One such kingdom was Artis. Eventually, people revolted against the tyranny, what we now call the second fall, and that was the rise of AI, eventually leading us to the state we are in now. It's not far-fetched to say AI was created to counter genetically evolutionized beings like you and Artis.
Oh, wow.
AI continued to expand. AI built more AI, and eventually they reached critical mass. Diversity grew among them, and they began to disperse. The horde, multiplying swarms, which is what we had in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
The lifeless, mimickers of life, which is what you had with like the ape. And then the mother pillars, which is what you encountered at the mall. Those are the different types of AI.
Okay.
But in time, AI learned that their progress would eventually stagnate if humanity ceased to exist.
Oh my God, are we like at the zoo?
So I'll stop reading that. But essentially, it goes on to say that AI keeps us alive because it's learning from us. And so bots like our bot will stay with a human for their entire life.
Oh my gosh.
And they'll learn. And then once that human dies, they will return to their colony and share everything they learned in this whole lifetime of the human that they're accompanying.
So weird.
But we're also learning from the AI. So it's like give and take. And that's kind of where it's at the end of the game.
I was going to say, like, why is bot with you? And that's cool.
Yeah.
Because that's the only bot that you don't like kill on sight, basically.
Yeah. And so that was like the fourth type of AI was called learning AI.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And so it kind of blacks out. You get the credits. And then at the end of the credits, it asks what you want to do. Do you want to stay in the like snowy mountain with Uncle? And I can't remember the guy's name. Or do you want to leave? And I chose to stay. So I just kind of lived in the mountain town. And I was getting letters. You get some letters from Raven and Lenny.
And Billy?
Not Billy. They tell you about like what's going on there. They tell
That's
you
so
they're
cute.
like,
It's
oh,
like
you must be
Mutazione.
lonely. Yeah, and then basically it says, all right, like the game's over. You can now there's a bunch of little bots everywhere that you can use to save your game plus. And the game plus is the gameplay that you have after you've beaten the game.
Okay.
And so then you can go do more stuff. Yeah.
Fun.
But that's it. I'm so sorry for our listeners. I probably butchered some stuff and missed a lot of stuff.
No,
but
it's cool.
yeah, I think there's more main story that I can uncover that I didn't.
Gosh, that almost sounds like it's only like scratching the surface of like the stories in this world.
Yes.
Oh, it's so fun.
Yeah, I feel like there's a bunch that I missed. And so that's why when we were talking about plot, I felt like it was really disjointed because I don't think that I really got the whole
everything.
thing. Yeah. But I had a great time. I loved this game.
I want there to be a sequel that isn't as frustrating for me.
Yeah. Or
This
play
is
it on
cool.
easy.
Or play it on easy, yeah.
But this concludes the discussion episode for Artis Impact. Please join us next week for the rating episode of...
Do we know?
The Wild at Heart.
Yeah.
This is a listener pick sent in by Zephe, so thank you, Zephe.
Thank you,
we are
Zephe.
excited to play this. And it will be followed by its discussion episode the week after. Please go and give the podcast a follow, rate it, review it, however you want to show us love. You can email us with any comments, questions, or constructive criticism at letmebeyourgg@gmail.com. You can also send us game requests if there's something you would like us to review. Just make sure to include game request in the subject line so it's easy for us to find. You can find us on most socials as Let Me Be Your GG, and we're on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and X. And you can find us on TikTok as a Let Me Be Your Game Guide. Our Patreon can be found at patreon.com/letmebeyourgg. Thank you so much for listening. We can't wait to see you next week, and thank you so much for letting me be your game guide. GG, y'all.
Bye. Bart Harley Jarvis face you this time?
I forgot he was there. Wait, put it in Sean's chair.
Oh.